Do you agree with the saying, old habits die hard? If you find that you have no savings and that you spend more than you make, it's time to stop these negative spending practices and begin developing healthier money management habits. By forming sound money habits, you may improve your wealth and position yourself for financial success. It will assist you in learning how to set aside money for savings and work toward your financial objectives. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 bad habits that are keeping you poor. And if you're new to this channel, then hit the subscribe button below for more life hack content. It's vital to break negative financial habits as soon as you can. Poor financial habits can make you less likely to succeed and hinder you from achieving your financial goals. Living paycheck to paycheck, not saving money, and having bad spending habits might make you vulnerable to unforeseen situations and prevent you from having enough money for retirement. As you can see, poor money management practices can ruin your financial prospects. 1. Feeling too young to be concerned about saving money. It is easy to get carried away by the many pleasures money may purchase when you are young. People frequently believe that it is too early to begin saving or investing in their youth. But it is wrong. No matter how much money you make, it's never too early to start saving some of it. You can always start saving money while you're young. We prefer to work hard and play even harder as young professionals. While maintaining a positive work-life balance is always a good idea, storing money for a rainy day is also a wise decision. The earlier, the better, as they say. You can reap the benefits of your smart preparation early on if you start saving early. You'll develop the habit of not spending money on items you don't need when you resolve to start saving as soon as possible. You'll save more money if you waste less of it. You'll have an advantage over others who wait until the last minute to save if you start in your 20s. To become an expert at managing your funds, you don't need any training or prior financial experience. Start saving right away if you want to succeed. Your money grows more quickly when you start saving when you're young. 2. Lack of budgeting. Have you ever created a financial budget? If yes, what did you enjoy about it? If not, what is preventing you? It's not necessary to tally every penny to have a solid budget. Rather, it's about understanding exactly where your money is going and keeping track of everything in your life. Making a budget is the main focus of the 20-30-50 technique. This method of budgeting divides your monthly income between fixed expenses, like auto insurance and student loans, and variable expenses, like entertainment and dining out at the end of the month. Simply determine how much money is left over after spending in each category, and then transfer that money to the next item that hasn't been paid for. Repeat this process based on the amount of money you want to set aside during the year for other expenses or goals, such as starting a business or purchasing new furniture for your home. Set a budget and follow it. It significantly alters how you view your finances. It is very simple to get carried away and make unnecessary purchases when there isn't a budget in place. 3. Spending more as the income rises. Raising your standard of living is beneficial whenever possible. But if you are someone who is continuously looking for ways to spend money, you will undoubtedly get into trouble sooner or later. It would be difficult to make any significant savings if your expenses kept rising along with your income, or even in the absence of an increase. It can't be denied that many people downplay the significance of saving money. But one of the most crucial things you can do to make sure you become wealthy, and to do so quickly, is to save. As their money increases, wealthy people are typically known to spend less. With the money they make, they invest and save. Since better money management is the main distinction between the rich and the poor, learning how to do so can help you become wealthy. While looking at ways to increase your income, try to maintain a steady level of spending. This is the path to success. 4. Sacrificing future happiness for present pleasure. Rich people have different ways of thinking and behaving than average people. They are aware that there's always a more efficient way to spend their money. and they pay close attention to every aspect of their lives to make sure they never pass up an opportunity to become wealthy rapidly. They are not concerned with what might occur if they fail. They work to ensure that their future is one of success, happiness, and freedom from anxiety, a lack of resources, and boredom. Moderate present enjoyment is acceptable, but you will get rich quickly if you do not allow yourself to be influenced by temporary pleasures. Many people make this mistake of trying to prolong today's pleasures at the expense of planning for tomorrow. Contrary to popular belief, the wealthy do not necessarily behave in this manner. Rather, they amass wealth by making wise financial choices that enable them to live comfortably in the now while also providing for their needs in the future. As a result, anytime you make any financial decisions, you must keep the future in mind if you actually want to become wealthy. 5. Not tracking your expenses. There's a popular saying that the easiest way of becoming bankrupt is by not paying attention to your expenses. We all believe that we are aware of the origin and destination of our money. Sadly, this isn't the case for the majority of us. The minor things typically drain our resources more than the big things do, even if we may be conscious of our major expenses. Starting to keep a notebook of all your earnings and expenses, no matter how big or tiny, is a great idea. You'll be much better able to manage your money this way. Determining your monthly expenses is a necessary step in tracking your spending. You should ideally perform it because it is a necessary task. When you first start, itemizing your expenses could seem like a lot of work, but if you know why it's crucial to do so and how to do it efficiently, you'll be more likely to stick with it and become more conscious of your spending. If you continuously keep track of your spending, you will be able to increase your savings, reduce your spending, and make other essential adjustments to your finances that will enable you to increase your wealth and pursue your goals. By keeping track of your spending, you can make sure that it is reasonable and under control. 6. Not paying attention to your debt. Most people are unaware of the debt problem they are in, which is getting worse every year. The ease with which money may be spent as opposed to earned, and the paucity of financial education provided in schools are the main causes of this. Debt is now a problem in the United States for a variety of reasons. The first is that the majority of people are not aware of the virtually endless number of ways to produce money, which restricts their income and limits their ability to save or spend. The second factor is that people compete with one another by utilizing debt as a means of social connection and success validation. Last but not least, many utilize their credit cards to maintain their lifestyle rather than learning better ways to manage it, which results in a vicious cycle of debt. Interest consumes a sizable percentage of many people's finances in today's environment. It's an unpleasant fact. They still have little to no money since they are unable to escape this vicious cycle. Make paying off your debt the first priority on your agenda if you want to avoid this. Make a strategy for this and follow it no matter what. 7. Constantly upgrading your electronic gadgets. Its potential is limitless. While there is no harm in purchasing equipment that you genuinely require, purchasing merely because the newest mobile device is on the market will undoubtedly do more harm than good. Every year, it seems, tech companies introduce new smartphones, laptops, and tablets, making the ones you already use even more outdated. It's also challenging to keep track of which goods have functional differences, as new gadgets emerge and older ones become obsolete. However, these businesses are aware that on a psychological level, we are hardwired to desire the newest electronics, not for their functionality, but rather for the social status they can grant. Every one of us has upgraded our electronics, but occasionally we do it without fully considering how it would affect our finances in the long run. Want to cut costs? Don't get a new phone. It has long been customary to improve technology, although these changes tend to be somewhat unreasonable. A few $100s may easily be spent upgrading your phone, money that would be better employed by being saved or invested. In summary, It's acceptable to not own the newest technology, and if your peers don't accept you for it, you're probably not hanging out with the appropriate crowd anyhow. Take a cue from William Shatner when he says, "If saving money is wrong, I don't want to be right." The next time you feel the temptation to replace your devices. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video by clicking the like button. If you want to upgrade your life from what you have to what you deserve, click the subscribe button now.